In the grand tapestry of human existence, we are often swept up in the currents of daily challenges, societal pressures, and the relentless pursuit of external validation. In our quest for happiness and freedom, we may find ourselves entangled in a web of desires, fears, and expectations, constantly seeking fulfillment in the transient pleasures of the material world. Yet, amidst the chaos and clamor of modern life, there exists a timeless philosophy that offers solace, clarity, and profound insights into the nature of human existence, the philosophy of Stoicism. Stoicism, rooted in ancient Greek and Roman wisdom, offers a roadmap for living a life of virtue, resilience, and inner tranquility. At its core, Stoicism teaches us to cultivate a mindset of acceptance, resilience, and self-mastery, enabling us to navigate life's vicissitudes with equanimity and grace. It invites us to embrace the inherent challenges of existence as opportunities for growth, transformation, and the cultivation of a deeper sense of purpose and meaning. In this episode, we embark on a journey into the heart of Stoicism, exploring its foundational principles, timeless wisdom, and practical strategies for attaining happiness and freedom in the modern world. Drawing upon the insights of ancient Stoic philosophers such as Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, we uncover profound truths about the nature of happiness, the power of inner resilience, and the importance of living in alignment with our highest values and ideals. As we delve into the rich tapestry of Stoic philosophy, may we discover the keys to unlocking the gates of true happiness and freedom, and may we emerge from this journey with renewed clarity, purpose, and a deeper appreciation for the art of living wisely. Chapter 1. The Stoic Way of Life. In the bustling corridors of ancient Rome, amidst the tumult of political intrigue and societal upheaval, a group of philosophers known as the Stoics emerged, offering a profound vision of the good life. Rooted in the teachings of figures like Zeno of Citium, Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, Stoicism beckoned its followers to embrace a way of life characterized by inner tranquility, moral integrity, and unwavering resilience in the face of adversity. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the concept of eudaimonia, often translated as flourishing or living in accordance with nature. Unlike the fleeting pleasures pursued by many, eudaimonia represents a state of profound well-being rooted in virtue and wisdom. For the Stoics, true happiness is not contingent upon external circumstances, but rather arises from within, through the cultivation of virtue and the pursuit of a life lived in alignment with reason and nature. Central to the Stoic way of life is the practice of self-mastery, or what the ancients referred to as apatheia or dataraxia, a state of inner calm and freedom from disturbance. Through the disciplined cultivation of their rational faculties, Stoics sought to attain a state of inner peace that transcended the transient fluctuations of pleasure and pain. By learning to govern their desires, aversions, and judgments with wisdom and equanimity, they aimed to achieve a sense of inner harmony that remained unshaken amidst life's storms. One of the key tenets of Stoicism is the recognition of the dichotomy of control, the understanding that there are certain things within our power and others that lie beyond it. While we may not always have control over external events or circumstances, the Stoics teach us that we retain control over our own thoughts, attitudes, and actions. By focusing our attention and efforts on what lies within our sphere of control, we can liberate ourselves from the tyranny of external forces and cultivate a sense of agency and autonomy in our lives. Furthermore, Stoicism emphasizes the importance of living in accordance with nature, not just the natural world around us, but also our own human nature as rational and social beings. By aligning our thoughts and actions with the dictates of reason and virtue, we can live in harmony with ourselves and others, fostering deeper connections and a sense of belonging within the broader fabric of existence. As we embark on our exploration of Stoicism, let us heed the wisdom of the ancients and embrace the path of virtue, resilience, and inner peace. In the chapters that follow, we will delve deeper into the principles and practices of Stoicism, uncovering the timeless insights that have guided seekers of truth and wisdom for millennia. May we emerge from this journey with a deeper understanding of ourselves, a greater appreciation for the beauty of life, and the tools to navigate its challenges with grace and fortitude. Chapter 2: Virtue as the Highest Good. In the Stoic worldview, virtue reigns supreme as the highest good, the ultimate aim of human existence and the source of true happiness and fulfillment. Unlike external goods such as wealth, fame, or pleasure, which are subject to the whims of fate and circumstance, virtue is an internal quality that lies within our power to cultivate and maintain. For the Stoics, virtue consists of four cardinal virtues: wisdom, sophia, courage, andreia, justice, dichotomy, and temperance, saphrosine. These virtues serve as guiding principles for ethical action and moral conduct, shaping our thoughts, choices, and behaviors in accordance with reason and virtue. Wisdom, the first and foremost of the virtues, encompasses not only intellectual knowledge and understanding, but also practical wisdom, the ability to discern what is truly good and beneficial in any given situation and to act accordingly. It involves cultivating a deep understanding of ourselves, our values, and the nature of the world around us, allowing us to navigate life's complexities with clarity and insight. Courage, or fortitude, is the virtue that enables us to face adversity, fear, and hardship with resilience and determination. It is the willingness to confront challenges and obstacles head-on, even in the face of uncertainty or danger, guided by our commitment to what is right and just. Justice, the third virtue, involves treating others with fairness, kindness, and respect, and fulfilling our obligations to society and the broader community. It entails acting in accordance with the principles of equity and righteousness, upholding the rights and dignity of all beings, and striving to create a world governed by justice and harmony. Temperance, the final virtue, pertains to self-control, moderation, and restraint in our desires, passions, and appetites. It involves mastering our impulses and inclinations, avoiding excess and indulgence, and living a life of balance and harmony in all things. Together, these four virtues form the bedrock of Stoic ethics, guiding us in our pursuit of eudaimonia and moral excellence. By cultivating these virtues in our daily lives, we can align ourselves with the natural order of the universe, fulfill our potential as rational beings, and live in harmony with ourselves and others. As we strive to embody the virtues of wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, let us remember the words of Marcus Aurelius, who wrote, "Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one." May we aspire to live virtuously, embodying the highest ideals of humanity and striving to make the world a better place for all. Chapter 3: Acceptance of Nature's Will. Central to the philosophy of Stoicism is the principle of acceptance of the natural order of the universe and of the events and circumstances that arise in our lives. At the heart of this acceptance is the recognition that much of what happens in the world is beyond our control, and that our true power lies in how we choose to respond to the challenges and adversities that come our way. The Stoics teach us to embrace the concept of amor fati, or love of fate, a deep and abiding acceptance of all that happens, whether it be favorable or unfavorable, as essential to the unfolding of the cosmos. Rather than resisting or resenting the inevitable ups and downs of life, we are encouraged to cultivate an attitude of equanimity and serenity, trusting in the wisdom of nature and surrendering ourselves to its will. This acceptance does not imply passivity or resignation, but rather an active engagement with life's challenges and opportunities, grounded in a profound sense of inner peace and tranquility. It is a recognition that while we may not always be able to control external events, we can always choose how we respond to them, with courage, wisdom, and grace. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, "Do not seek to have events happen as you want them to, but instead want them to happen as they do happen, and your life will go well." In other words, by embracing the reality of the present moment and aligning ourselves with the natural flow of life, we can find true contentment and fulfillment, regardless of the circumstances we find ourselves in. In practicing acceptance, we learn to let go of our attachments to outcomes and expectations, freeing ourselves from the tyranny of desire and the fear of loss. We come to understand that true happiness lies not in the attainment of external goods, but in the cultivation of inner virtue and the development of a resilient and adaptable mindset. Through the practice of acceptance, we can find solace in the midst of adversity, strength in the face of uncertainty, and joy in the simple pleasures of everyday life. As we learn to surrender ourselves to the will of nature, we discover a newfound sense of freedom and liberation, enabling us to live with greater clarity, purpose, and authenticity. May we embrace the wisdom of acceptance and cultivate a spirit of equanimity and resilience in our lives, trusting in the unfolding of the universe and finding peace in the midst of life's inevitable trials and tribulations. Chapter 4: Cultivating Virtue in Daily Life. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the idea of living a life of virtue, a life characterized by wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation. For the Stoics, virtue is the highest good, the one thing that is truly valuable in and of itself, regardless of external circumstances. To cultivate virtue in our daily lives, we must first understand what it means to live virtuously. The Stoics teach us that wisdom is the foundation of all virtue, for it is wisdom that enables us to discern what is truly good and to act in accordance with reason and truth. Wisdom, in the Stoic sense, involves not only intellectual understanding but also practical application. It is the ability to see things as they truly are and to make sound judgments and decisions based on this understanding. It is through the cultivation of wisdom that we learn to live in harmony with the natural order of the universe and to navigate life's challenges with grace and dignity. Courage is another essential virtue in the Stoic toolkit. It is the courage to face our fears, to confront adversity head-on, and to stand firm in our convictions, even in the face of opposition. Courage is not the absence of fear, but rather the ability to act in spite of it, to do what is right and just, regardless of the consequences. Justice is the third pillar of Stoic virtue. It is the recognition of our interconnectedness with all beings and the understanding that we have a responsibility to treat others with fairness, kindness, and compassion. Justice requires us to uphold the principles of equality and fairness, to respect the rights and dignity of all people, and to work for the greater good of society as a whole. Finally, moderation, or self-control, is the virtue that enables us to govern our desires and impulses and to live in harmony with the natural order of things. It is the ability to resist the temptations of excess and to find balance in all things, to eat, drink, and indulge in pleasures in moderation, and to avoid extremes of behavior or emotion. In practicing these virtues in our daily lives, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and fulfillment that transcends external circumstances. We can learn to navigate life's challenges with wisdom and courage, to treat others with fairness and compassion, and to live with integrity and authenticity. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca reminds us, virtue is nothing else than right reason. May we strive to cultivate virtue in our own lives, to live with wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation, and to embody the timeless wisdom of the Stoic tradition. Chapter 5: Embracing Stoic Practices for Inner Peace. In the pursuit of happiness and freedom, Stoicism offers not only philosophical principles, but also practical techniques and exercises to cultivate inner peace and resilience in the face of life's challenges. These practices, rooted in ancient wisdom, are as relevant today as they were in ancient Greece and Rome. One of the foundational practices of Stoicism is the discipline of perception, or the practice of viewing events and circumstances from a rational and objective perspective. This involves recognizing that our judgments and interpretations of events are often colored by our emotions and biases, and learning to see things as they truly are, without attachment or aversion. Another key practice is the discipline of desire, which involves learning to distinguish between what is within our control and what is not, and focusing our efforts and energies on what we can control, our thoughts, attitudes, and actions, rather than wasting them on things beyond our control. The practice of mindfulness, or the discipline of assent, is also central to Stoic philosophy. This involves cultivating awareness of our thoughts and emotions and learning to respond to them with equanimity and detachment, rather than being swept away by them. By observing our thoughts and emotions with curiosity and compassion, we can develop greater self-awareness and emotional resilience. Stoicism also emphasizes the importance of self-reflection and introspection. The practice of journaling, for example, can be a powerful tool for self-discovery and personal growth, allowing us to reflect on our thoughts, values, and actions and identify areas for improvement. Another important Stoic practice is the contemplation of mortality, or the discipline of acceptance. By recognizing the impermanence of life and the inevitability of death, we can learn to appreciate the present moment and live with a sense of urgency and purpose. This practice can help us to prioritize what truly matters and let go of petty grievances and concerns. Finally, the practice of gratitude is central to Stoic philosophy. By cultivating an attitude of gratitude and focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, we can cultivate a sense of abundance and contentment in our lives. Gratitude reminds us of the inherent goodness of life and helps us to find joy and meaning in even the most challenging circumstances. In embracing these Stoic practices, we can cultivate inner peace and resilience, free ourselves from the tyranny of external circumstances, and live with greater happiness and freedom. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Chapter 6: Cultivating Virtue for a Fulfilling Life. At the heart of Stoic philosophy lies the concept of virtue, which forms the cornerstone of a fulfilling and meaningful life. Unlike conventional notions of virtue that may focus on outward behavior or moralistic judgments, Stoic virtue encompasses a deeper understanding of human excellence and ethical living. For the Stoics, virtue is synonymous with excellence of character, and it is cultivated through the practice of four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues serve as guiding principles for navigating life's challenges and living in accordance with nature and reason. Wisdom, the first of the cardinal virtues, is the foundation upon which all other virtues rest. It involves the ability to discern what is truly good and valuable in life and to make wise and rational decisions based on this understanding. Wisdom enables us to see beyond the surface of things and to grasp the deeper truths that lie beneath. Courage, the second virtue, is the strength of character to face adversity and difficulty with resilience and determination. It is not mere fearlessness or bravado, but rather a willingness to act in accordance with our principles and values, even in the face of fear or uncertainty. Courage enables us to confront our fears and overcome obstacles on the path to personal growth and fulfillment. Justice, the third virtue, is the principle of fairness and equity in our dealings with others. It involves treating others with kindness, compassion, and respect, and acting in ways that contribute to the well-being of society as a whole. Justice requires us to consider the needs and interests of others as well as our own, and to strive for harmony and cooperation in our relationships and interactions. Temperance, the fourth and final virtue, is the practice of moderation and self-control in all aspects of life. It involves restraining our desires and impulses and acting with moderation and restraint in our thoughts, words, and actions. Temperance enables us to avoid excess and indulgence and to live with simplicity and contentment. By cultivating these four cardinal virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we can align our lives with the natural order of the universe and live in harmony with ourselves and others. As the Stoic philosopher Seneca wrote, virtue is nothing else than right reason. In practicing virtue, we can find true fulfillment and meaning in life, regardless of external circumstances. Virtue is not dependent on wealth, status, or material possessions, but is rather a state of inner excellence that is within the reach of every human being. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle: some things are within our control and some things are not. Chapter 7. Embracing Stoic Resilience in the Face of Adversity. In the journey of life, adversity is an inevitable companion. Whether it manifests as setbacks, challenges, or unexpected hardships, adversity has the power to test our resolve and shake us to our core. Yet, for the Stoics, adversity is not to be feared or avoided, but rather embraced as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. Stoic resilience is the art of facing adversity with courage, grace, and inner strength. It is about cultivating a mindset that allows us to navigate life's storms with equanimity and resilience, regardless of the circumstances we find ourselves in. Stoic resilience is not about denying or suppressing our emotions, but rather acknowledging them and choosing how we respond to them. At the heart of Stoic resilience lies the concept of the dichotomy of control, the idea that there are things within our control and things outside of our control. According to the Stoics, our thoughts, beliefs, and actions are within our control, while external events, other people's actions, and the outcome of events are outside of our control. By focusing our energy and attention on what we can control and accepting what we cannot control, we can cultivate a sense of inner peace and resilience in the face of adversity. One of the key practices of Stoic resilience is the practice of negative visualization. This involves imagining the worst-case scenario and mentally preparing ourselves for it. By contemplating the possibility of loss, failure, or adversity, we can develop the resilience and strength to face life's challenges with greater courage and fortitude. Another essential aspect of Stoic resilience is the practice of acceptance. Instead of resisting or fighting against the inevitable challenges and difficulties of life, Stoicism teaches us to accept them with grace and equanimity. By accepting life as it is, rather than how we wish it to be, we can find peace and serenity in the midst of adversity. Stoic resilience also involves the cultivation of gratitude and perspective. By focusing on what we have rather than what we lack, and by viewing adversity as an opportunity for growth and self-improvement, we can develop a sense of gratitude and appreciation for life's challenges. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Ultimately, Stoic resilience is about embracing the challenges and difficulties of life as opportunities for growth and self-discovery. It is about cultivating a mindset of courage, acceptance, and gratitude that allows us to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Chapter 8. Cultivating Stoic Virtues for a Flourishing Life. In the pursuit of happiness and freedom, the Stoics believed that cultivating virtuous character traits was essential. For them, virtue was the cornerstone of a flourishing life, providing the foundation for living with wisdom, courage, and integrity. The Stoics identified four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues served as guiding principles for ethical living and personal development, offering a roadmap for navigating life's complexities with grace and integrity. Wisdom, the first of the cardinal virtues, encompasses both practical wisdom, phronesis, and theoretical wisdom, Sophia. Practical wisdom involves using reason to make sound decisions and navigate life's challenges effectively, while theoretical wisdom involves seeking knowledge and understanding of the world around us. By cultivating wisdom, we can gain clarity of thought, insight into the nature of reality, and a deeper understanding of ourselves and others. Courage, the second cardinal virtue, is the ability to face fear, adversity, and hardship with bravery and resilience. It involves standing firm in our convictions, facing challenges head-on, and taking action in the face of uncertainty. Stoic courage is not about recklessness or bravado, but rather about acting in accordance with our values and principles, even in the face of difficulty or danger. Justice, the third cardinal virtue, is the practice of treating others with fairness, kindness, and respect. It involves acting in accordance with moral principles and treating all individuals with dignity and compassion. Stoic justice is about cultivating empathy, compassion, and a sense of social responsibility and striving to make the world a better place for ourselves and others. Temperance, the final cardinal virtue, is the practice of self-control, moderation, and restraint. It involves mastering our desires, impulses, and emotions and living in harmony with our rational nature. Stoic temperance is about finding balance in all aspects of life, avoiding excess and indulgence, and living with simplicity and moderation. By cultivating these four cardinal virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we can cultivate a virtuous character that enables us to live with greater happiness, freedom, and fulfillment. Through the practice of virtue, we can align our thoughts, actions, and intentions with our highest ideals and values, leading to a life of purpose, meaning, and integrity. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, virtue is nothing else than right reason. By cultivating virtue and living in accordance with reason and moral principles, we can unlock the true potential of our humanity and live a life that is truly worth living. Chapter 9. Embracing Stoic Resilience in the Face of Adversity. Life is inherently unpredictable, and no matter how diligently we plan or prepare, we are bound to encounter obstacles, setbacks, and challenges along the way. In the face of adversity, Stoicism offers valuable insights and practices that can help us cultivate resilience, maintain our inner peace, and thrive despite life's inevitable ups and downs. At the heart of Stoic resilience is the recognition that we cannot control external events or circumstances, but we can control our response to them. This principle, known as the dichotomy of control, teaches us to focus our attention and energy on what is within our power, the thoughts, attitudes, and actions that shape our perception of events, while accepting with equanimity that which is beyond our control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously wrote, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This simple yet profound insight lies at the core of Stoic resilience, reminding us that our perception of adversity and our response to it ultimately determine its impact on our lives. One of the key practices of Stoic resilience is the practice of negative visualization, or premeditatio malorum. This involves contemplating worst-case scenarios in advance, mentally preparing ourselves for potential hardships or setbacks, and cultivating gratitude for the blessings and privileges we enjoy in the present moment. By mentally rehearsing adversity, we can build psychological resilience and develop the strength and fortitude to face life's challenges with courage and equanimity. Another important aspect of Stoic resilience is the practice of voluntary discomfort, or the intentional exposure to discomfort and hardship as a means of building resilience and character. By voluntarily embracing discomfort, whether through physical challenges like fasting or cold exposure, or through psychological challenges like facing our fears or confronting difficult emotions, we can strengthen our resilience muscle and develop the inner strength and fortitude to face life's challenges with grace and resilience. Stoicism also teaches us the importance of maintaining perspective in the face of adversity. The Stoics believed that our perception of events is often more important than the events themselves, and that by reframing our perspective and adopting a more rational and philosophical outlook, we can transform adversity into an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. Finally, Stoic resilience involves the cultivation of inner peace and tranquility, even in the midst of chaos and turmoil. Through practices like mindfulness meditation, journaling, and self-reflection, we can cultivate a sense of inner calm and equanimity that enables us to navigate life's challenges with grace and resilience. In summary, Stoic resilience is about embracing adversity as an inevitable part of the human experience, cultivating the inner strength and fortitude to face life's challenges with courage and equanimity, and maintaining perspective and inner peace in the face of adversity. By embracing Stoic resilience, we can cultivate the resilience and strength of character needed to thrive in the face of life's inevitable ups and downs. Chapter 10. In the final chapter of our journey through Stoicism, let us reflect on the essence of living a Stoic life. At its core, Stoicism is not merely a set of philosophical principles to ponder, but a way of life to be lived. It is about embodying wisdom, cultivating virtue, and finding true freedom and happiness within ourselves. Living as a Stoic means embracing the present moment with gratitude and acceptance, recognizing that each moment is an opportunity for growth and self-improvement. It means cultivating resilience in the face of adversity, maintaining inner peace and tranquility amidst life's challenges, and approaching each day with courage, integrity, and a sense of purpose. As we navigate the complexities of modern life, let us remember the timeless wisdom of the Stoics and strive to live in accordance with their teachings. Let us cultivate wisdom, temperance, justice, and courage in our thoughts, words, and actions, and let us embody the virtues of humility, kindness, and compassion in our interactions with others. In the words of the Stoic philosopher Seneca, life is long if you know how to use it. Let us make the most of our time on this earth by living wisely, virtuously, and with purpose. Let us embrace the Stoic way of life and discover the true meaning of happiness and freedom within ourselves. As we bring our journey through Stoicism to a close, let us carry its teachings with us in our hearts and minds, and let us strive to live each day with wisdom, courage, and integrity. In doing so, we can find true fulfillment and contentment in the midst of life's joys and sorrows, and we can live with a sense of purpose and meaning that transcends the fleeting pleasures and pains of the world. May we all find peace, happiness, and freedom in the Stoic way of life, and may we continue to grow and flourish as individuals and as members of the human family. In closing, as we conclude our exploration of Stoicism, let us remember that the journey toward happiness and freedom is ongoing. It is not a destination to be reached, but a path to be walked each day with intention and mindfulness. Let us carry the lessons of Stoicism with us as we navigate the ups and downs of life, drawing strength from its teachings and finding solace in its wisdom. May we always strive to live with virtue and integrity, embracing each moment with gratitude and acceptance. And may we never forget the profound truth that true happiness and freedom come from within, rooted in our own thoughts, attitudes, and actions. As we part ways, let us take a moment to reflect on the Stoic principles we have explored and consider how we can incorporate them into our own lives. Let us cultivate resilience in the face of adversity, find contentment in simplicity, and embrace the power of the present moment. And above all, let us remember that the key to living a meaningful and fulfilling life lies in our ability to cultivate inner peace, wisdom, and virtue. By embracing the Stoic way of life, we can find true happiness and freedom, no matter what challenges may come our way. Thank you for joining me on this journey through Stoicism. May you continue to seek wisdom, cultivate virtue, and live with purpose, now and always.